Good evening. It is 5:30 p.m. I have another message. This is for the world. Um, this is about. I want to just put this out here. There's been lies told that I use magic. I do spells on people. I cast spells, and I'm here to tell you the truth. I don't cast spells. I don't need to put any spells on anybody because my heart is the power. My heart, my soul, um, and my love for helping people and for people going further and becoming better in life, and for people to be able to not only know the truth but be able to take something positive away from the truth. So there's been a lot of gossip going around saying that I practice magic. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never even met a witch while I've been on Earth. I have never even um, sat around anyone. I've never thought about trying to do anything harmful against somebody. To even cause confusion and conflict. That's not my life purpose, and that is not why I was placed in this world. So I just want to get that message out before I start. Okay, this message is concerning a lot of gossips, a lot of illusions. This was all about me about making sure that I never accomplished. It was about making sure my words never got out. It was about making sure that people saw me in a delusional way, saw me in a state to where my words were questionable. They used so much magic, black magic, mirror magic, conscious magic, to manipulate me, not only be in the physical realm but also in the spiritual realm. There was a lot of things written up. A lot of changes that were being made in the spiritual realm. My Akashic records were being accessed. Where things were being switched up. My life purpose was actually being tampered with. This is about me coming out the state of illusions and being able to fully wake up. And even then, of me fully being able to resurrect, and being able to move away and from the negativity, from the things that did not serve me, the things that was not helping me grow. It's all about growth, and I'm here to teach growth. Okay. Um, I was never still given credit for me even doing well. Being able to continue to go forward, me being able to have access to things, so that I can build a better life. Um, all people wanted was for me to stay in the Five of Pentacles. It was like no matter where I looked, no matter what I did, you know, um, all this was about making sure that when judgment comes, I failed my test. This was about making sure that I I I, I didn't accomplish what I was intended to come here for. Um, like I said, the illusions. They didn't want me to not only be seen in the light, but they were actually casting spells, casting a dark aura on me, making it seem as though I was responsible for bad things and negative things happening in their lives, circulating in their lives. I could say that majority of the people I don't even know personally. It was always, you're not invited here. It was made to make me feel as though I was never welcome. It was as though, like, no matter how much, no matter how much love I gave, it was people were told the opposite of what I was doing for them. They wanted people to look at me as, okay, you shouldn't be around her because she has a aura that is dangerous. They wanted to project me in the justice system as somebody who was, not competent to even, like, speak up, speak out. Not only did they not want me to have justice, they didn't even want me to be able to um have be able to even make it to Judgment Day. They was trying to make sure that I never I never knew what was going on behind the scenes. Okay, everything that was being put out in the world. All these practitioners and all these witch doctors, and I know I got a bunch of them on my page. But I wanna talk about that. No matter how much good I done, no matter how much proof and evidence was right in people's faces, people chose to ignore the fact that I was genuine. They chose to go to witch doctors lying. I'm gonna just let you know, you getting karma. Even then, it was always about money. And people don't understand that love destroys money destroys love, and love can destroy money. You know, all this celebrating, the pain of other people, all this celebrating, a person being homeless, being in a hopeless state of mind, and then the hopeless state of mind that the person does not even have. It's like, why try to change a person's character? Why try to reflect your actions on another person? When I say everybody's responsible for their actions, means everybody's accountable for their words. You know, no, people's mad, people's upset. But if you didn't do anything wrong, you shouldn't be upset. You know, you let the money get to your head. But a lot of people don't realize that the lies were always going to outshine the light, because it was coming from somebody who rots inside, somebody who's heartless, does not have a heart. You know, people, even if somebody lied to another person in this situation about me, it was in your hands, and it was up to you whether or not you want to continue going off of things they were doing to me, or whether you wanted to come to me and ask me yourself. It was like people wanted to believe that I was a bad person. Nobody ever asked me, why do I sit alone? People made it seem like I thought I was better than people. You know, people never asked me how I felt about even being in certain environments. It was like if people would have came to me and asked me, why do you stay away from us? Why do you not come around us? I would have told them the truth. You know, I just don't do negativity. I think, I would have told the truth of, this nigga behavior is not right. I would help them understand why I choose to go within and choose to learn how to love myself and how to be by myself. I would have helped them understand that you have to know how to separate yourselves in life to actually understand why death is important, why when you die, you're going to be in that casket by yourself. When you go before God, you're going to be by yourself. Nobody ever wanted to know why I was hated so much. Everybody wanted to get on board. Everybody wanted to go in on the brabs. Everybody wanted to go to witch doctors. Everybody wanted to travel to people who do tarots, who are readers. Everybody wanted to ask everybody about me, but never come to me and ask me about me. It was like the people who were saying all these things, going behind the scenes, making deals, making promises that were false, because I passed my test. The thing was, if I didn't pass my test, then I would have failed in the process of me being able to not only give the world what was needed for them, what I was called and born to do. They would have, justice wouldn't had been served. It wasn't even just about my behalf, because I wasn't worried about whether I succeed or not. I knew I had to do my part. I knew that no matter how hard I tried, people weren't going to build me up. They were going to tear me down. It wasn't no smiles. It wasn't no type of, can I help you? Nobody wanted to listen to me. Nobody wanted to learn about me. And I was always willing to learn. I love being taught. I love being able to read and gather information so that I can defend the world. Even before all this was, before I even woke up out of the state of delusion, let me find it. Even before I woke up, even though I was in this state due to being under a spell, even though I was in that state crying, delusion, I still wanted to help. It wasn't about, it's not where you live at that matters. It's about where your heart is. Where do you want to go when you flourish? It's about what type of fruits do you want to bear? And I knew that the fruit that I want to bear was the truth. I wanted to make sure that no one suffered. That was the fruit that I wanted to bear. And it's about being spiritual. It's not about religion. It's not about Christianity. It's not about being Catholic, atheist, living agnostic. It's not even about that. It's about being able to understand and balance and know that we all have a purpose. We all have to want to learn something. It's not about, okay, as a child, I was only taught Christianity. So I was pushed towards the way things were in the 50s and 60s, the 70s. It's not about how your mother and father was raised. It's about you being able to take away and look at where you were at and where you want to go in life. Where do you want to be when you have your children? It's about making sure that even if you live through hard times in your family, it's about making sure that you keep your promises. It's about making sure that those promises you made to yourself, you be able to make sure you keep those promises you made to other people. It's all about promises. It's all about making sure, you didn't like being in this tower. It's about treating people how you want to be treated. You didn't like the environment you was in. So why would you try to raise and continue to live the life of the environment you were abused, where you was neglect? Why would you choose to continue to have a generation under karmic because of your injustice, your behaviors, to where they are babies, children end up being victims, not only being through a physical abuse, even it's also through the spiritual realms. People don't think about that the babies are going to have to answer on their own behalf. It's like children are going out their way to mimic or be taught the behavior of destruction. And a lot of people want to blame it on racism, how they was raised, how they, they want to blame it on everybody, but look at themselves and go within and know that, okay, I must have something to do with this. This is my child. My child is around me 24/7. You have to look at this like, okay, I'm responsible not only for me, but I'm responsible for my children. And I have to let them know and help them grow up, knowing that there's consequences for everything you say and everything you do. You have to choose to not only align yourselves to be able to balance the life of being a mother, being somebody that nurtures, but you have to balance also being somebody who's an example. Anybody could have a baby. Anybody can believe that they'd be the best mother in the world. But can you show proof? It's all about the evidence. It's all about, people go off of what they see, and a lot of people go off of what they hear. A lot of people will believe anything just to fall in line or just to fit in. Me, I believe what I see, and also I still want to hear your story, even if somebody come to me and say, "Oh, you're a bad person. Don't be around this person." I'ma still give that person a chance. Because I love to hear people's stories. I love reading books. I love learning. So I came here to help people understand what love means. I came here to give the wisdom and knowledge I acquired. I came here to show other people it's okay to change. You don't have to be stuck forever. You don't have to listen to people who could care less about you. Me opening people's eyes and letting them know, like, there's so many jealous people. There's people putting spells on you. There's people literally setting you up. You can't go off of words. You have to literally be able to sit down and pay attention. You have to pay attention to what is written, what is said, what you see. It's all about, you have to use your 5 senses. And that would determine how together, how aligned you are. Because sometimes people only want to see the best or the worst in you. And they try to make everything hard for you. So many things in your life difficult so that you would not be able to reach your pinnacle, your best, your goal, your purpose. You got so many people that are your enemies that you sit with every day. My enemies was my whole life, the people I've been around my whole life. Even though I never changed, I only grew. And it wasn't with the help of somebody else helping me grow. It was because I knew that I just love helping people. Even though nobody helped me. The only thing they helped do is put obstacles and barriers in front of me. Made things harder. All they did was neglect me. rape me, abuse me, put all these black spells on me, take my inheritance and my money and spend my money and not even welcome me into anything. You know? It was like they wanted to kill me, but live off of what belongs to me, you know? They knew who I was, so that's the only reason they actually put up with me. You know, when you have values, a dollar sign on you, and all they have to do is destroy you, break you down, means do nothing to help you grow, deny you everything, you know, where there's no work involved, but you getting paid. You know, it might not look like, oh, that's so bad, but in a bigger aspect, it is wrong. Because you look at like, damn, if I would have went to her and asked her, she doesn't even, when I sit, she's not even like that. You know, all these things going based off of somebody else's word. Putting some money together in a pot so you could go to a witch doctor. So you could go in the background and cast spells. You know, and then a lot of people gonna have so many conflicts and all this commotion because they're gonna be pointing fingers. You didn't tell me the truth. You told me this. No, look at yourself. You chose to take the bait, even though your eyes told you something different. You chose to believe something else. Your eyes was showing you. Damn, I don't never hear nothing bad about her. Every time she just relaxed. She just, you know, she seemed like she doing good. Why, before you go off believing something you hear, make sure you're able to approach the individual and ask yourself. You know, you can't, don't ever feel like you can base anything off of anybody that's in a situation to where they are not growing themselves. They're in a situation of struggle. You know, they're in a bad situation that they have to go do magic to tarnish somebody's life purpose. Like, why are you trying to manipulate, going to the spiritual realms, manipulate them in the physical realms? Why are you doing all this manipulation? Why are you going to all these witch doctors? Because I was taught that witchcraft was bad. But the same motherfuckers that told me witchcraft was bad, those the same motherfuckers that's going around here paying people to do magic on me, spells on me. Like, damn, Casper, you know? Please, I mean, help me understand. It was okay because I didn't know, right? But because I know and remove myself, and I know that everything that was told to me was a lie, because the only reason why I was with you was because you sold yourself out for money to lie, to do nothing but build lies and barriers based on lies. You know, all these people you paid. Ooh, who did you pay? Some judges? Some lawyers? I know I touched a lot of people's lives. You can't sit up here and tell me that I'm lying. You can't sit up here and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't care how many witch doctors you go to. I don't care how much money you spend. Because guess what? Karma's coming to them too because they accepted the offer. They accepted the offer. They was included. So they're not excluded in any type of karma. And I would ask God to send everybody who done anything to me to purgatory. That is karma for people. You know? There is no continuance of trying to go in and stealing people's energies and auras and, you know, treating people like blood banks because you're so hungry and so fucking thirsty. You know? Because you cannot work on yourself and work on your growth. You want to go and manipulate and play in somebody else's garden. And then you want to sit up here and poison people, not only me, but your family members, your friends, the people you come in contact with. You're poison. You're a venom. You're somebody that no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter what you say, what you touch, you will always be you, rotting fruit. You are not even, I wouldn't even say bitter, because even bitter could be some sweet. Tart. You're not even in the stage of tart. You passed that. How many souls have you sucked up? How much energy of people's energy have you twisted and annihilated because you were so greedy? The same you was given life. You had an opportunity, but you chose. You chose to be an opposition. You chose not to take heed to your ancestors' words. You chose to not take heed and think about what God would do. You were so fixated because you knew you were karmic. You knew you was karmic. You knew you would never have anything unless you become dark, unless you rot, unless you do anything to get whatever you want for that gratification. You have no love. You have no heart. You have no concept of what love is. All those people that's around you, to the people that was involved, and to the world who do the same things to other people. See, you could be innocent towards me, but you're guilty towards other people. See, this is for the world. I'm just telling my story. I'm just showing you, let you know my story so I could give my testimony and give my lessons and help you learn. It's all about sharing. Sharing your victories and also sharing your trials and tribulations. It's not always about money, 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 and all that greedy shit. We Judgment Day. Karma has arrived. See, I was the test. I was the last one. The last test. Meaning everything's under wrap. Meaning there is no more time. This is my time. This is the chosen time. 144,000 were chosen. But how many of those 144,000 who were actually not even born karmic, but actually ended their test in the karmic phase? Just because you were given a gift, it was given to you so you could manipulate it. It was given to you so you could teach other people. It was given to you so you can break generational curses, so you can break your generational curse. I was the world's generational curses, plural. I was here for the whole world, means earth, earth to earth, air, wind, fire, and water. I was here for everything. It was, I wanted to make sure that everybody was saved. Everybody was sufficient, Everybody had an understanding, was able to hear my words. My words, you can feel my touch. This is genuine. No matter what, I'm going to continue going forward. I'm not going to stop no type of growth or progress. I'm not done yet. I'm just getting started. I'm just waiting on my pinnacles, my money, so I could go out here and do what I was supposed to do when I came to this world. It's to make sure people don't struggle. Make sure people are never hungry. Bless those who needs to be blessed. Give lessons to those that needs lessons. I'm here to not only shine light, but I'm here to be the star that's gonna be looking down on you. Be somebody that's clapping for you, that's rooting for you, that's in your corner. I would never ever deny anyone access to anyone's gifts. If you want to do something positive in life, go for it. Everyone deserves a chance. Don't ever feel like you're not blessed with anything. Don't if you enjoy music, you enjoy fashion, be yourself. Do something that nobody else has done. When you put your own talents, your own gifts, your own thoughts, all of your thoughts, 100% of you into your talent, oh wow, you could be amazing. Oh, you can shine. You be fireworks. Trust and believe. It's all about you and what you desire. You want to show the world how to smile and different dances. It's all about being able to separate yourself from a whole group of people that's a bunch of fake people, a bunch of people that's trying to walk around and be each other, a bunch of people that don't even know who they are, a bunch of people that's confused, you know, a bunch of people with brains of confusions, with eyes of just eyes of just bleary eyes, you know, blind folks. I mean, just blinded by material things. You know, it's all about opening people's eyes, you know. And I want to heal the world. I want to be able to have people that are blind see, you know, people who aren't able to walk. You know, it's about healing everything. It's about not only having the process of elimination, but it's about fully embracing the process. And it's about finishing the process. This is my test was to start to finish love all the way through. It wasn't supposed to be no detours. It wasn't supposed to be no barriers. But that's what was put in place. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the trials and tribulations I went through, because I can actually help other people come out their situations, because I can attest to that. I can say I've been through it. I can say I have the answer for that. I don't have to go to school to have to acquire what to do, because even going to school getting a degree, a bunch of people go for the money. A bunch of people go just to bully people. A bunch of people go to make sure they take the life out of other people. They don't go for the reasons you should go for. People don't want to help nobody unless they receive some type of physical material thing in return. You know, people are not looking for appreciation. People don't want to help unless they're in a situation where they're begging for help. You have to be able to put yourself out there and help people, so you will understand the importance when you are down and out. You can't be selfish throughout life, and then when you dying and you sick, you begging for somebody to be sit with you. And then not only begging, you begging the people you despise and hate to sit with you, just like Jesus. You lied on Jesus, you killed Jesus. Everything Jesus did, there was proof, there was evidence. But then you kill Jesus, then you try to sell his name and manipulate the words of Jesus, saying Jesus said that. Jesus didn't say none of that shit. Because Jesus taught truth. It was all about the truth. There wasn't no list of no selections of no yes or no. There was no whole selections of fouls, cabinets, none of that shit. Yes or no, that's it. There is no, let me gather all this information. Let's do a bunch of paperwork. You know, there was no confusion and there was no conflict. It was about peace. It was about love. It was about, show me you truly deserve another chance, a second chance. This was the second coming. I was the second coming, but people chose to play in everybody else's garden, play in everybody else's lives, you know, play in the background on everybody else, stealing people's gifts, using magic. Return all that negative energy back to you all. All those people you've hurt, return the energy back to you. Infinite folds means forever. There is no coming out of it. Let that be the lesson that you need to learn. The lesson you need to hear. The message. Because a lot of people going to continue doing this shit. You know, how many generations does it take for you to learn? How many tests is needed? With the same questions. And then you using the same The same ingredients, the same, just making the same choices. You know, and you can't even say, "Oh, I forgot that was the answer," or "I forgot that was the wrong." And you can't say that because your actions is what's going to determine your grade. Not no, "Oh, I forgot. Can I skip that one and come back later?" It doesn't work like that. You on God's time. So let this be the message you need. Thank you.